Hey guys, Karibo Bros here, and it's that time of year where I get Ant to do one of his like bi-monthly BA deck profiles. Don't think we've done one in a while, so we're due at least 3 this year. So here's the first. It's one of your 3 bad girlfriend decks, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think the last time I played this was Sekka's Light deck. But yeah, it's still a good deck.
So this is the quote unquote pure variant now, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of reverts back to some of the old school stuff where you play more traps. But obviously it's very popularized now because of trap trick and some of the really good traps, and obviously the format we're in, it's a little bit weird because like you can play trap decks now and it's fine. But yeah, I guess this is a contender to be a deck that can beat the meta.
So it's very much rogue. Who was the guy that won the PPG event?
I don't know the guy who won the PPG, but I know before, or maybe just at the start of like the COVID crisis that we're all in, I know Tom Rose and Dinkabooey were playing around with the idea of Trap BA. And then obviously it has got a top since then in one of the PPG events online. As I say, I can't remember the guy who's navigated that to that.
I'll stick his name in the comments when I find later. But yeah, thanks to him.
Yeah, obviously he's playing a little bit of a more updated list. This is my list. I haven't really been playing Yu-Gi-Oh that much, so this is where I've just left off.
Well, actually, before we go into it, it's a very cheap deck now, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very budget. Like I think you can pick the whole deck up for roughly about £80,
yeah,
maybe under 100.
And if you're going for cheaper rarities as well, even cheaper. So
yeah, I mean, like it depends if you want to play all the best cards, really.
Yeah. This is easily perhaps the favourite deck of the TCG.
Oh yeah,
ever.
Easy.
Quite.
This card just doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And it's not even that good. It's just not. This is like there's so many better cards out there, but for some reason, because it's generic, it finds its way into every single format.
Right, we've managed to chat our heads off for 2 minutes. Let's get into the deck, shall we?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so we play Trice. 3/4. Everyone knows what BAs do now, so it's pointless in talking about it. A seer, a graph.
Could these come back to 2? Load of people in their like prediction ban list of either put on 1 or both at 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying that as a BA player, but like there's cards out there that now that just
cycle so much better.
Shadow these massively. Where like these are just not good cards anymore. This is like a cheap budget, raggedy version of needle fiber.
Yeah.
And so's this. They're just a bit poo, but like the good cards still for this archetype, obviously. But
just bring one of them back to 2 for it. Yeah, just treat us each format, one at a time.
It's going to add more consistency to the most consistent deck ever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So following that, we play a Kelcat, a Barbar, a Libic, which is pretty important. Just because it helps you link climb. And it's good in certain situations where your hand's not great.
Barbar burns, Libics from hand.
Libic summons from hand, Calcat bounces a set, and Alec, which negates a face-up monster. That's it for the BAs. It's a very standardised BA count. You play the newly unlimited.
Hopefully soon we'll have this at 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a good starter. It's one of the power plays that if you can just waste 2 BAs and somehow take out some form of interruption from your opponents, this is a really good power normal summon. Playing 3 Rhino still. It's just a good card to hit off Dante. It kind of makes your bad hands okay. And it's also very good because you can send King Blackjack, which is a fiend. And this is more synergised around the trap build. So obviously it nets you advantage with trap cards. When it's sent, you get to activate the top 3 as a trap. Activate the top 3, rearrange them, put them back on top, and then in the same turn you can banish it during your opponent's turn. It's a normal trap, you can set it and activate it that turn. So it's very good. A lot of people are cutting it to 1. I've seen people playing Token Collector, which is absolutely hilarious because you can send it off Beatrice and you can send it off Rhino, and it stops the whole Aurora Dawn bullshit. But yeah, it's a pretty good card. So rounding up the monsters, we play 3 Ash. It's just a universally good card. I know a lot of people are trying to cut this now because like Emancipator are just ridiculous and like even like 3 or 4 interruptions, they still make like a board.
I was about to say, in fairness to that deck, it'll just play through anything.
Yeah, so I think you still play this just because it's a good card. Like against Eldritch, you hit the Sanguine, and then obviously when you're not playing against meta, this is still a really good card because it just hits a lot of cards. So it's just in there for generic negation, I guess.
It's also with rank level 3 if we need to hard
Make
Dante. Yeah.
You're playing 4 spells and just like this deck just doesn't play spells. I don't think it really has ever, to be fair, just because it's so like resourceful off itself. You don't really need to play spells, but playing Core By because you want your tour guide to go through, you want your graph to go through. It's just a good card. Like it's good against Eldritch to hit the Golden Lord, and obviously playing Foolish because it's basically any BA. This is where my list varies very differently. I'm playing 3 Lost Wind as part of the trap lineup. I think it's just a really good card. It helps you kind of grind because when you get to the game state where you're going back and forth, which BA really tends to do because it's not one of them decks that just blow people out the water. It's a very resourceful grind game, BA. Obviously you do get them boards where you can make a couple of interruptions and then you can just win the game from there. But it helps you get back into the game by negating omni-negates and other face-up effects and stuff like that on monsters, so it's really good. We're playing 3 Dynamicious, again, good against Eldritch, hitting the Golden Lord. It's a discard outlet, so you can send Vartha off this and get two interruptions in one if you don't have the Beatrice.
Get rid of the Appaloosa for...
Yeah, to be fair, I haven't seen that bloody card played in a while, Appaloosa. People are just making synchro balls now, aren't they?
Yeah, that's very true, actually. Yeah.
But basically, it's just a really good card. A lot of people are playing Karma Cut as well, and again, that is a really good card. Just I don't play it for some reason.
Well, would you play? Could you play 2, 2, and 2, or are you just very set on how you like to play with the 3 of each?
You can play 2, 2, 2. I'd probably play Karma Cut over Lost Wind, but at the minute I'm just playing Lost Wind, just trying to test it out. But it is good. Fiend Griefin's amazing. Sets up plays for next turn, shuffles back targets engrave that your opponent has.
Never had a print more than common this, has it?
No, it's only had 2 prints. I think it had a mega pack and an original pack, I believe. But it's a really good card. Like when this card first came out, BA was like considered the best deck by a lot of people because this card made it broken. It never seemed to be that way though. There was always something lingering about that made BA not the solely best deck, but obviously got a lot of tops to its name. Trap Trick, the reason why we play this deck, just very good. Just another 3 copies of every trap we play. And then 3 evenly matched in the main because you do need something to kind of just break through a lot of boards. And it's an old trap, so you can just hit it off quite a lot of things. But yeah, this rounds off the main deck. It's a 41 card main deck. As I say, the deck's continuing to evolve. I've just not kept up with it. So the extra deck, 3 Dante. Again, you'd probably just play this at 2. My variant plays 3. I'm not playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Levian and Beatrice. Levian is arguably cultable. I really don't like it. Never really liked it in BA. It's very meh. The only time it comes up when you banish Graph, and I think when you banish Graph, you just lost that game anyway, so there's no point in playing Levian because you're just going through too many loopholes to get a Graph back. That's it for the XEs. Fusion Dante, best card. Gravity Controller, which is pretty cool because you can put a Dante in the extract zone, mill, get rid of it, keep playing. I guess it's kind of good. It's niche. Cherubini and IP, easily the best 2 link monsters in this deck. Cherubini, obviously everyone knows what it does. We've got some of the Nightmares because IP just lets us get into them, plus they're just good to spot removal. And with BA being a grindy deck as it is, these are just really good to play. Trisbane and Top Logic and Bottle Sword are the last 3. They're just really good link monsters. There was this point in time where BA was literally make Bottle Sword, kill your opponent, go to game 2. I'm pretty sure you can still do that. But yeah, there's just more options to help you get rid of boards. Especially this. This is a really good option. But yeah, that kind of rounds it up. There's not much to say about BA because there's like... it's so invalid when you do, because like it's continuing to evolve like all decks are in the format. But it is definitely a top contender for being one of the decks that beats the best deck. So yeah, and I say it's cheap, it's budget, you probably just pick it up. So probably do it.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.